We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello friends, in this video I will give you a demo of linked list, specifically single linked list. My name is Ankit Ditwania. So linked list is a dynamic linear data structure which contains 2 fields, namely info and link. As you can see in this representation, this is a node of a linked list which is stored at a particular address in your primary memory. It's your RAM in your computer system, and it has 2 parts. The first part is the info part and the other part is the link part. So info part, that's info field, contains actual data, and link field contains a pointer to the next node. So linked list is a combination of nodes. Linked list is a self-referential structure in which structure having one of the member variable as pointer pointing to the same type of structure. As you can see in this small code snippet, that this particular node is a structure which contains 2 fields, info, that's your data part, and link field, which will point to the same type of node, struct node. Over here I tried to show various scenarios of linked list. So in the previous slide I showed you a particular node, that is this address, info and link. So it's stored at some particular address, it could be any address. So initially one scenario is where there is no node in your linked list, so it has a null address, no node is there. One where there is only single node, another scenario. Suppose I had taken any random addresses over here. So suppose I had created a node, and so over here there is a single node. The info part is the data part. So there is suppose some data 10 over here, and it's not linking to any other, so the link part is null. So first is a pointer which points to the first element of your linked list. Similarly, in this third scenario, the first pointer is pointing to this linked list, where it is first pointing to the address 2000. So 2000 address, we have a node which has a value 20, and it's pointing to another node which has the address 3000. So at 3000 the node is over here. Similarly, this is pointing to 4000, and 4000 you have this node. Now it is not pointing to any other, so it's null. As you can see, they are pointing to the address, so it need not be sequential. It could be in any order, like here there could be 5000 or 200 or any address. So this is logical arrangement. This is not the actual physical arrangement, but for simplicity purpose I had kept it in this sequence where you can match the address and get a clear idea of this list. Another thing is the avail list. So avail is a availability list. So it's a pool of free nodes, or you can say a buffer of free nodes that is used to acquire a new node whenever a new node is to be inserted in this first. So if I want to do an insert operation, I have to put a new node, suppose at the starting or in between or at the end. So that new node I could obtain from this availability list. Similarly, if I delete a node, suppose 30, then 30 node will come over here. So it will have 30 as its first node. That's a node at 3000 address would be its first node, then 5000, then 6000, and then 7000, and so on. Suppose there is one more scenario where the availability list has no more nodes left. So suppose there are 3 nodes available and you have inserted 3 nodes in this first part, then it would be empty. So I try to cover all the scenario in this slide so that you can get a clear idea of various scenarios. Now there are many basic operations that could be performed in a single linked list, like creating a new linked list, traversing a linked list, that is moving from the first node up till the last node till you don't find null, inserting a new node at the first position, inserting a new node at the end, that is over here after 40, At the first means before this 2000 node, that is before 20, and at the end means after 40. Insert a node at any specific position means you can say before 30 or before 40 or so on, or after 30. Similarly, delete operations from starting, ending, or in between. Then you have searching operation to find a specific node 30, copying a list, merging two lists, sorting a list, ascending descending order, concatenating two lists, and so on. From these all operations, in this video we'll cover simplest one, that is the insert a new node at the beginning of the linked list. That is, I want to insert a node before 20, this node over here. So how can I do it? So there are many scenarios again in this algorithm. So algorithm means you have to cover all the scenarios. So in this diagram I had created all the possible scenarios. We will go through them one by one as per the algorithm. So the algorithm is to insert a new node at the beginning of the linked list. So the algorithm will be a function, insert start function. It will go at two arguments, that is x and insert. So what's x? X is the new element to be inserted. So here as you can see the element 20, 10, 10, 20, 30, 40 and so on. So that element would be this x. Then the first pointer, that is the pointer to the first element of the required linked list. That is our actual final linked list. So the address of this first pointer need to be given, so that then you can go to all the links one by one. Similarly, you need an avail pointer address which would be already available in your function. So you need to provide only two arguments, that is x and first, and there would be a third pointer. So these two pointers are already in the system. This we will create new pointer and will provide that new node, and then we'll insert it. So it would be a temporary node and its address would be in the new pointer. Avail pointer is already available in the system. So in all there would be three pointers in this code: first, avail, and new, and the element x. In some code there would be like four or five pointers possible. So you can have predecessor pointer where it will capture the node before it, or successor node that will node after it. Such pointers are possible. So this is a simple one. So step 1, first we have to check whether avail list is empty or not. So as I said earlier that we have to insert a node from this available list. If the node is empty, then you cannot do the insert operation because the node is not there. So suppose this is the scenario avail. If it is null, it doesn't have any node into it. So if avail is null, then write availability list is empty and return first. So the return argument for this function is first. First means the pointer. So whatever pointer you will return from this function, it will automatically be assigned to the first element. So that you have to remember. So currently we are passing the first as it is, as we had obtained, we are passing that again. So it means that we haven't created any new node, and the actual node is as it was earlier. So the actual node is as 20 as earlier. Suppose the avail is not null. Suppose we have this scenario 6000, 7000 and null scenario. In that case we'll go to step 2. We'll obtain reference of the next free node. So now what we have done over here is that we have taken a new pointer, and as you can see in the step, obtain reference of the next free node. If the avail list is not empty, go to step 2, obtain reference of the next free node in the avail list. So this is the free node available right now. We have this as a free node. So avail new means the address which you are having in avail, assign that address to new. So we have the address 5000. We are assigning it to a new this new pointer. So once you assign a value to a pointer, it will directly point to that address. So currently you have these two pointers pointing to the same address. So what do you think? Is it possible to assign two addresses to the same pointer? Two addresses to same address to different pointers? Think for a minute and then let me know. So you can pause the video here and think for a few minutes. So the answer is yes, you can assign multiple pointers to the same address. That is totally valid. So now we have these two pointers addressing to the same address. Then we will go to step number 3. Step number 3 says remove free node from availability stack. So remove free node. So this was the free node which we had pointed. So now what you have to do is you have to remove it, put it down, give it to new, and then this will point directly to this next free node. So ultimately this node will be free from avail and it would be assigned only to new, and then we will assign it to our first node. So how you can do it is simple way that the code says. So as we had seen earlier in the same, that the info part and link part, the right part is the link part. So over here the avail and the link avail. So the link avail data section, the link avail value would be assigned to avail. So this is the avail, the info part is this, the link part is this. So the link of avail is 6000. So this 6000 address would be this link of avail, and it would be assigned to avail, that is 5000 over here. So this 6000 will go over here, it will be over here as 6000. So what will happen at this point, I will directly point to the address 6000, that is this, that is over here, and this node will be free and it would be only with this new pointer. So that node at the address 5000 is travel downwards, and the link address is pointing to 6000, that is directly over here, and new is pointing to the address 5000, that is over here. But as you can see earlier 6000, the earlier address was 6000, so it will still continue to point to this node, that is 6000. So again multiple pointers pointing to the same node. So what we will do further, that we will put it as null, and then we will insert the address of 2000 over here, so that this will come in between, and then the address of 5000 over here. So this whole node will come over here in between. Let's do it step by step. So we'll go to step number 4, initialize field of new node and insert. So we'll insert some value over here. So this is the one new node, this is the info part, this is the link part. So we'll put the value of x in the info, in the info part of new node. So this is the info part, so we'll put x over here. So now x is inserted over here. So x could be any value, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever the user had entered in the argument. Now checking for insertion. So now we have a new node with us which is free from avail, and we can insert it. So again insertion will have 3 scenarios. First, either its first node is empty, or it has single node, or it has more than one node. So checking for insertion in empty list, if first is null, that is this first scenario, then link of new would be null. So link of new, that is this part, 6000 part, that will become null and it will return new. So it will be like this, null, and then it will return new. So new would be 5000. So ultimately the new will become as first, and then in the further insert, if that function is called, then this address would be 5000, because we are returning first and here we are returning new. So ultimately first becomes new. In this particular algorithm, the second step is if the list is not empty. So either it is first or last, either it's only single node or multiple nodes. In both the scenario, these 2 lines will work. So we'll directly go to this multi-node, because it covers single nodes by itself. So what happens is, if the list is not empty, then link of new is first. So the link part of new will point to where first is pointing. So there is 2000 address, so that will be given in this link part, and it will point to the first node, that is pointed by the first pointer. Then first equal to new, then first equal to new. So new address will be given to first. So new address was 5000, that would be given to first. So this first is now pointing to x, and this x is now pointing to this. So ultimately this node has came over here and it has been removed from here. So now you can assume that this node is positioned over here. So first going to x, and then x is at 5000 address, and that is going to 2000 address, that is your earlier first node, and then 3000, 4000, and then null. So again one insert operation, then this 7000 will come before 5000. In this way it works. I hope now you are clear about how this works for singly linked lists. At the beginning position, similar is the operation for insertion at the end position. So you have to traverse in it one by one and in the link part until you get the null, and then you have to insert at the last position using a predecessor pointer. I hope I had cleared my point. Thank you.